Hello everyone, welcome to DIY Beauty on Purpose. If this is your first time, welcome. So today I am working on a porch sign for a customer and she had asked for it to be a double-sided. And so basically one side is going to say welcome and then on the other side is going to say Merry Christmas. I think it's very clever and I thought, hey, let me just do a quick tutorial and hopefully give somebody some ideas. So I got this board. This is a 1x8 by 60 inches. And it's a treated wood because it is going to be on the porch. One side is going to be stained. I'm using the Varathane wood stain in the golden oak. And I'm not going to be staining the sides because I will be painting them the color that I will be painting on the other side. And so basically I am just staining it. I'm going to do just one coat. If you are going to be doing this indoors, I recommend you ventilate and maybe open some windows. I do have that window that you see in the little corner over there. It's open and I do have the fan going as well just to ventilate it. So now I'm going to paint the other side white, and I decided to paint the edges white as well. I could have definitely stained it, but I just thought I'd paint them white. I'm using a smaller brush for the edges, and as you can see, I'm slowing it down so you can see that I'm doing an outward motion brush strokes. That's so that I don't get any paint on the other side. I thought about taping it, but I think it still would have gotten some bleed through. So basically here I am showing again, just doing outward motion. If I do it going down, I would have, paint dripping on the other side. So if I do it going upward, then I would not get any. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, so I am going to paint. I am just using a regular household interior and exterior white paint from Valspar, and I did all the edges, and then I'm going to do 2 coats on the opposite side of the stain. I decided to use regular paint because I'm not going to be distressing, so there was no need to have any chalk paint or anything. And it's always good. I always have some additional white regular paint. White is my favorite color to paint with, so I always have a gallon of regular white household paint handy for any projects that don't require chalk paint. But I do like to do smaller projects as well as furniture with chalk paint. So here I'm just finishing up that second coat, and I'm just going to let everything fully dry. It doesn't take long to dry at all. So I have 2 stencils that I'm going to be using. You can definitely use a Cricut and cut the stencil out to whatever you want it to say. I mean, you can definitely say hello fall, it could say hello summer, it can say all kinds of things. In this case, the customer wanted welcome to use throughout the year and then Merry Christmas for the Christmas season. So I'm going to use this stencil. I'm going to try to have everything linked down below. I got these a while ago and I'm not really remembering very well where I got them from, but I'm going to do my best to have links down in the description box for you guys. What's cool about this stencil is that it came in fewer pages. So a lot of the stencils, like the one you're going to see next with the welcome, each letter is in like one separate page, and it just makes it for a little harder. You have to tape more and that, but no big deal. But this one particularly had 3 letters in each page, and I thought that was pretty clever, and it really, really helps and saves time. So I'm using chalk paint here for the stenciling, and this is their Farmhouse Red. I love it. I had yet to use this color, and I'm a fan. If you follow me, I'm a fan of Rust-Oleum chalk paint or Rust-Oleum period. They have great quality products, but this Farmhouse Red I have yet to use, so I'm so excited that I got to use it, and it did not disappoint. It is beautiful. So there's a Merry Christmas, and then I did let it dry. Then I flipped it over, and now I am going to place the welcome stencil on. And as you can tell, I have used this one several times. So I'm just, again, same process, taping it, making sure it's nice and even, and then going to be stenciling. I'm using Rust-Oleum chalk paint again, this time in a linen white. And these little foam brushes, I got a little packet of a variety of size of them at Walmart, very inexpensive, and actually very good quality. And I'm going to do just one coat on the stenciling. As always, if you are stenciling with a stencil like this, I recommend you doing a little amount of paint. And if you have to do 2 coats, please do. In this case, I was kind of brave and I was doing a little heavier, but only because the letters were so big that I would start in the middle of the letters and use a lot of the paint that was on the foam brush there and then moved on to the edges. Hope that makes sense, but my recommendation is start with small amount of paint on the brush and then maybe add from there to avoid as much bleed through as possible. But in my experience, bleed through is going to be just a given. So it is what it is. All right, so now I'm just going to seal everything with polyurethane from Varathane in the crystal clear. And I'm doing a pretty heavy coat here. I'm using a synthetic brush, and I have this brush. I have most of these supplies on my Amazon store, link down below. And I'm doing very heavy because I don't want to have to go over it over and over again. I have had bleed through because the polyurethane activates the chalk paint, and then it kind of has some bleed through. So there you have it. That's a quick and easy reversible porch sign. I think it's super cute. The customer really loved it. And it's so clever because, you just have to buy one and use it year round if you want to. So guys, this is it for today. As always, I thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. And if you have not subscribed, please consider doing so and become part of our YouTube family. Have a great day.